I share the same guy. It's not shy. Dreams that, chasing my dreams that. One songs a day, guide me and my dream that. Dreams that, chasing my dreams that. Yo, guy, right now, me wish you was here with me.
Yeah. No. Easily. Voice of the ghetto youths again, yeah. Jammy, beg you please, me no want fi bust my gun today. Please guide over me, keep my enemies far away, yeah. I try so hard, we do good but the pressure keep pulling me back, yeah. Me no want to start, so when survival take over me full in the glock. Them a go say me wrong, but I just submit on. It no easy fi live in a Babylon. Dirty politician tell me where the money gone. No foul, no fi get full up with Teflon. Every ghetto youth fed up a hungry days. Just like Trinidad fed up a guns we blaze, yeah. So tell the leaders we need a change. Too many youths roam the street at day, idle with them pocket empty. Not get no work, to them can't left them territory. Most nights them a face hungry, and nobody cares how me feel, me belly full of air. Me face mean, so me nah go fear fi rise the 16. If me have to forget the money green, yeah. Them a go say me wrong, but I just submit on. It no easy fi live in a Babylon. Dirty politician tell me where the money gone. No foul, no forget full up with Teflon. Every ghetto youth fed up a hungry days. Just like Trinidad fed up a guns we blaze, yeah. So tell the leaders we need a change, yeah. Nah. We really need a change, nah. Sweetie auntie, yeah. Sweetie auntie, I'm begging you please, yeah. Begging you please, yeah. Get a youths again, nah. Them a go say me wrong, but I just submit on. It no easy fi live in a Babylon. Dirty politician tell me where the money gone. No foul, no fi get full up with Teflon. Every ghetto youth fed up a hungry days. Just like Trinidad fed up a guns we blaze, yeah. So tell the leaders we need a change.
Trinidad and Tobago. Yeah, we going fully digital now, Wally, and make we out. So while Swanee is actually playing on my radio, his video is playing via our Street 919 Facebook page. Guys, so much is happening right now at the Street 919 FM. As you know, we're always 10 steps ahead. So we have gone digital, fully digital. Yeah, and I just want to bring some information for you guys. In the first hour, I'm dedicating my program to the Iowa stage. As you know, one thing I can always be rest assured, Trinidad and Tobago, there are a few things in life that I am not sure about. I'm not sure what will happen tomorrow. I'm not sure of the day I may leave this planet. But one thing I'm absolutely sure about is that I will always have a place of employment at the Street 919 FM. And sometimes, you take things for granted. So I want to take this opportunity to give back to the boss, Neil Iowa George, inside this first hour. I'm going to do a full hour for Iowa Stage, playing all the Iowa's oldies coming up to the newbies. Of course, you can call in and request an Iowa song. And of course, I am calling on my online listeners, those of you on YouTube and on Facebook today, to come out for me. You're going to put your money where your mouth is. I'm trying to raise $1,000 US in the first hour for Iowa Stage, all right? A little goes a long way. I'm going to give you all the information where you can send it to us via Cash App. All right? So in the first hour, I'm definitely doing this one for Iowa Stage, where everything around us is shutting down. 91.9 is standing tall. And I'm going to give back 91.9 via Iowa Stage. It's time within the first hour. So get ready to share the live. Get ready to share the live. For those of you on the YouTube, get ready to send those comments onto the YouTube page. All right, so like the video, share the live, search us on Facebook, The Street 919 FM. For those of you wanting to call in, your numbers to call 342-0081 771-1791 if you're on WhatsApp, or 4665391. Internationally, feel free to get us on our overseas numbers as well at 718-874-3860.
This broadcast.
This Friday, it's Calypso Night on Iowa Stage, featuring...
Hello, well this is Impulse, and you see this Friday on Iowa George Stage is one-on-one with me and I. Don't forget, this Friday on Iowa George Stage is Real Kaiso. Log in, tune in, you and I. This Friday, real thing, all kind of thing, ting.
Streaming live on Instagram at Iowa George, Facebook Neil Iowa George, and YouTube Iowa TV. It's Iowa Stage.
Looking for a safe and relaxed professional massage therapist and nutritionist? Look no further. Nature's Touch with Empress Judy and Associates offers a natural approach to better health. Treat yourself to a professional massage therapy and nutrition advice in a safe and relaxed atmosphere. Rejuvenate your body, mind, and soul at Nature's Touch Therapy. For an appointment, please call or WhatsApp 1-868-398-8282. Or visit our Facebook page. Remember, your health is our responsibility at Nature's Touch.
Finally, a line of baking products that caters for the gluten-free, cholesterol-free, egg-free, and dairy-free person, enriched with sesame, flax meal, and chai seeds. Also try our line of seasonings and spices that are ideal for diabetic, kidney, heart, colon, and hypertensive persons. Perfect for the whole family. Healthy O, the healthier way to go. Find it in a supermarket near you.
I's a madman. You see the Saturday the 22nd of August on Iowa Stage. I will tell you, if I was married, I would have married on stage. Not the ordinary stage, but Iowa big stage. Because stage just cross and I just cross. We just all cross together. So in the middle of the night when the thing is right, we just cross Iowa Stage together. Yo, this is your boy Trinidad Madman, and I'm going to be live and alive on a one-on-one virtual concert at Iowa Stage this Saturday the 22nd of August. Only make it a date and don't be late. This is going to be streaming live on Facebook at Neil Iowa George, and it's going to be streaming on YouTube on Iowa TV and Instagram at Iowa George. Let's make it a date and don't be late, because this Saturday is a solo event. It's shell long. Let me tell you why it's shell long. Let me get on the next one. Trinidad Madman. When everything, when this kind of music, the hardest thing to get through the music is rush. You see Saturday the 22nd, everybody tune in. Okay, listen. Rubber ducky, tweet, rubber ducky, tweet.
Peoples, are you ready for carnival? Tell me. Yes, I want. I can't hear you. Yes, I want. Red honey to feel alright. 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 Get on bad. 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 Bad.
Trinidad and Tobago, as promised, I am doing this one a full hour for Iowa Stage, and you get ready for the return of Iowa Stage. It's coming again on this Wednesday, August 19th at 7 p.m. We have Worship Wednesdays. Yeah, it's going to be a whole lot of blessing up in here. It's going to come featuring some of the hottest names in gospel like Nigel Lopez, Michelle Sylvester, Alicia Murphy, and Brenzil Bresnell. On Thursday, August 20th, it's Pan Night, featuring Ace Panis, Earl Brooks live at 7 p.m. On Friday night, August 21st at 7 p.m. is Calypso Night with a one-on-one with Ilm Pulse. Iowa Stage will be live on the Street 919 FM's Facebook page, Neil Iowa George Facebook page, Iowa TV, and the Street 919 FM on YouTube. Please make your online donations before or during the show to fundmetnt.com. Simply search Iowa Stage, then select the campaign for the night you can donate to. From their payment is as with all online transaction using your credit or debit card. Persons in Trinidad and Tobago doing online transaction can still support the donations to First Citizens Bank account number 1999010 in the name of Trini Bashment Limited. For the foreign fans, please use Cash App payable to Neil Iowa George. Don't forget to tune in and be a part of these dynamic series of concerts with Iowa's one-on-one with the artist, supported by Tuco, taking care of business through our music, Pan Trinbago and U-Store, Lady Al's Avenue in San Fernando. So in this first hour, I am definitely doing a tribute to Iowa Stage. I'm bringing back all Iowa's oldies into newbies. Feel free to call and request your Iowa as well. And I'm calling on my very large international listenership to get your Cash App information ready, as I'm trying to raise $1,000 in this first hour towards Iowa Stage, all right? So for those of you on Cash App, make it payable to Neil, that's Neil, Iowa George. Let's go. So for those of you internationally, feel free to check me out, 718-874-3860. Don't forget to like the video and share the live. I'm giving some love to Iowa Stage in this first hour. Get those Cash App information ready and search Neil Iowa George. Let's go.
Watch it.
How much of you guys remember this one?
Reality of this one.
Plant a Garden by Neil Iowa George.
Come on. All right, man.
one back. Let me find out how to call him the prophet of soca. They're calling him the soca lord. How could he have known this back in 2002? Iowa George, Trinidad and Tobago, those of you abroad. Plant a garden.
All right, man. Yes. Things bad in the country, it rough in the city. Whoa, mama. Whoa, papa. Children on the pavement, they can't see employment. Whoa, mama. Whoa, papa. It's nothing the Prime Minister could do. It's nothing them opposition could say. Lord, Lord, the time you're wasting liming in the streets. Man, if you plant a dash in your shop to eat, boy, I'm begging you, plant a cat, plant a cat. Man, I warning you, plant a cat, plant a cat. Yes, white rice cooked with bhaji is good for your family. Man, plant a cat, plant a cat. Boy, I warning you, plant a cat, plant a cat. Yes, cassava and pumpkin is good for the children. Man, plant a cat, plant a cat. Boy, and you're sure to eat. So sweet, so sweet. Your family will eat. So sweet, so sweet. I'm begging you. If you plant a little dashing bush in your backyard, you're safe enough. You can plant a little okra, some tomato, some shadow belly, some celery, and you're good to go. Come in. Things wrong in the region, it wrong in the Caribbean. Whoa, mama. Whoa, papa. You're working and your salary can't pay bills and feed your family. Whoa, mama. Whoa, papa. It's nothing the oil industry can do. It's nothing them union leaders could say. Lord, Lord. Remember the recession time is here. So if you sow some seeds, it have to be yeah. I'm begging you, plant a garden, plant a garden. Oh,
The lines is open. I don't know how he knew this. I had to find out if he knew Patrick Manning or deceased Mr. Manning's Zobia woman, you know.
boy, oh boy.
How could he know there's nothing the oil industry could do?
Man, I'm begging you, plant a garden.
All right, guys, feel free to call us up.
Yes, plant some
You can request your Iowa song.
top in the backyard. Just plant a garden.
And of course, you can make those contributions to Neil Iowa George on the Cash App.
So sweet,
Let me thank those of you already starting to send your donations.
so sweet.
As small as it is, they go fill a hole. We're trying to raise 1,000 US in this hour, all right? I've posted all the information in the live.
You want to eat breakfast?
For those of you viewing us right now on Street TV,
You go plant a little herb.
I've posted the information in the comment section.
You're good to go.
I have somebody monitoring the Cash App, so they're going to let us know how far we are from our target, all right?
King Blink in New York City. It blink universally. Whoa, mama. Whoa, papa. They're spending billions on fighting. They don't care how we eating. Whoa, mama. Whoa, papa. It's nothing the IMF man could do. It's nothing we president could say. Lord, Lord. We can't get no money, borrow again.
All right, and that one was done in 1995. Iowa George Planter Garden, all right? I'm coming in with one I know a lot of you probably never heard before. I know it's definitely going to be the first time I'm hearing this, though, and done in 1988. Iowa George the Calypsonian. Financial Strain.
Woman brain, Lord, my head hot in me. Just imagine this morning, the sun will rise yet, and bills again. Oh Lord, oh Lord, oh Lord, I can't take no more. It have a financial strain machine down my door. Look at them prices down in the store. Man, and I for the rich, don't talk about the poor. Man, today it's hard, oh Lord, it's hard to know. People suffering anywhere you go right now. The world in a state, poverty making the people irate. They can't get food to put in their plate. Cause every day, food price going up, clothes price to the top. People balling. Phone bill running up, light bills to the top, people crying, they can't pay the bill, people balling.
Let me say good afternoon to Saucy Trini. Saucy Trini out there in New York City said she just donated 50 USD to Neil Iowa George on the Cash App, all right? Thank you so much, Saucy Trini. Keep the love coming.
Messing with we brain, oh yeah. Put a hand, please. Put a little hand to help out our nation. Please send us another oil boom again. And we promise this time that it wouldn't go down the drain. No, but today it's hard. Oh Lord, it's hard to know. People suffering anywhere you go right now. The world in a state, poverty making the people irate. They can't get food to put in their plate. Because right now, industries closing down, retrenchment on the run, people balling.
Good afternoon to Roy. Roy is locking us down in the UK. Roy said he just sent £50 to the Cash App. I'm going to be monitoring the Cash App, eh? Come on, guys. I want to raise $1,000 in this hour. Like the video, share the live to those of you on Facebook. You're sending it to Cash App and Neil Iowa George, all right?
Too much strain, too much financial strain messing with we brain. In Africa, America, in Toronto, in Trinbago.
All right, so information just reaching me. For those of you in TNT, you're not left out alone. You can definitely contribute to fundmetnt.com. So go to fundmetnt.com right now and send those contributions, all right? For those of you with online transaction at your bank, you can use your credit or your debit card to First Citizens. Bank account number 1999 010. That's 1999 010.
Man is a strain, everybody will have to bear. So make up your mind to bang your belly. Because this...
Let me say good afternoon to Gloria Lawson. She says it's so good to see you smiling on the airwaves from Atlanta. Gloria, how you doing?
People suffering anyway.
I see you guys on the phone line. Let's see who's there. Caller, you live. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you, my sister.
Hey, how you doing, my brother?
Hi there. Happy belated birthday to you.
Thank you so much.
My sister, I want you to play one of our biggest song for me.
What song is this?
Think It Again.
God.
The stock market.
I got you.
Investors panicking. Stock...
Keep it coming, keep it coming. We're doing this one for Iowa Stage. The boss has given back so much to the people of Trinidad and Tobago. Now it's our time to give back to the Iowa Stage, all right? I'm going all the way till the hour of 4 o'clock with the attempt to raise $1,000 for Iowa Stage in this hour. I want to thank you guys for your donations.
Financial strain messing with we brain. Oh yeah. Oh my brain, Lord my head hot in me. Man, the key to recovery is unity. Hard work, sacrifice and love for your country. What we sow today we would reap tomorrow. So jump on the recovery boat, let's row. Yes, cause today it's hard. Oh Lord, it's hard to know. People suffering anywhere you go right now. The world in a state, poverty making the people irate. They can't get food to put in their plate. Cause every day, taxes going up, petrol to the top. People balling, yo. Calypsonians complaining, the records not selling. People crying, they're feeling the strain. People balling, too much a strain, too much a strain, too much a financial strain resting on the human brain. Too much a strain, oh my God, too much a strain, too much a.
Let me take it afternoon to Avron Andrews, listening to us all the way from Grenada. And that was Iowa George, Financial Strain, 1988. But I have a chart topper for you guys. This one was the first ever Iowa song. This is when the boss finally show up on the scene.
Introducing I-1 and I-Papa.
Done in 1987. I'm going to bring it back from the top. 1987. Times Hard, Hold the Strain.
TNT. Introducing I-1 and I-Papa Pussy. Time hard, hold time. We have to stop wasting our time, else time go leave all of us behind. We have to cut out the idling, stop using cocaine to mash up your brain. Man, we got to work a little harder to try and provide for in the future. Time is getting hard, right here in Trinidad. Money running low, low, low down here in Trinbago. $1 and what $1 used to be. Somebody pumping the country. Money running low, low, low down here in Trinbago. Hey, yeah.
Good afternoon to Alberto Montano. He's via the live on YouTube. Alberto, how you doing today?
So man, we got to make bigger sacrifice. If we used to eat 4 times a day, now we eating twice. We have to set up a better plan for the upcoming generation. Man, we got to work a little harder to try and provide for in the future. Time is getting hard, right here in Trinidad. Money running low, low, low down here in Trinbago. Go down by Chintalk is unemployment. Run up by Dunlop is more retrenchment. Money running low, low, low down here in Trinbago. So if you're walking in Chintalk, and if you're walking in Dunlop, and if you're a contractor, we got to work a little harder. And if you're walking in the borough, and if you're walking in a moco, special request to the team.
How you doing, Michael McKenna? How you doing?
And if you're walking in the land, and if you're a policeman, special request to the ministers. We got to work a little harder. Right now the
Jason Bouchette. Hope you're going good, all right?
Hope we can save it. All my brothers and sisters, we gotta work little harder. Anyway, me see me go there and no vacancy. Me can't get no work down in no factory. Anyway, me go send it no money. Yesterday the pussy can no work in grocery. I want pants me have it up it tear off of me. And if you see my shirt, man it bossy. Me can't get to school, me don't have no money. When me keep my mother, man she born baby. These times we can't afford to make too much joke. Man, if you're in a permanent job, get serious and work. But if you're on the job and you're lapsing, then straight home you're going. Man, we got to work a little harder to try and provide for in the future. Time is getting hard, right here in Trinidad.
Albert Montano, Margaret Bartholomew. Let's get those donations going, all right? Neil Iwood George on Cash App. As we're trying to raise funds, lovely one. How are you? All right, guys, and I'm going to do one more and go back to the phone lines and take some calls. This is Iowa George back in the day. Think it over at Calypso Spectacular. If you see him in this one earlier, Nelly and make him out.
Think it over, think it again. Listen, if all of you are shorty, talk us. Any one of them tell them what George say. Think it over, think it again. I said don't listening to my radio. They say they're going and jam some calypso. They say they have something brand new from Rashorty. So I sit down patiently listening to he. But when I hear the man start back talking preacher, and then he start to diss up at Jala, is when I hear he start calling Iowa George name. I hold my head and start to ball, not my name again. 3 years ago he say Iowa you singing Tata. Last year he come back with the same Tata. It look like Shorty I running out of lyrics, and he want me to teach him a few new tricks. I is the man who sing boom boom 3, 4, 5, 6 times, and every time I sing it the people does whine. The Shorty never used to treat young guys so not so crude. I way that teach him how to gamble and eat some food. Think it over, think it again, Mr. Shorty. Think it over, think it again, Hail Selassie. Think it over, think it again, 'cause everybody knows I could sing Kaiso, the party side of me. That is how I does maintain my family. Think it over, think it again.
Let's keep those donations coming
Think it,
as we do this one for Iowa Stage.
think it again. They're trying to tell people I cannot sing calypso. It's only boom boom and do the Iowa, I know. But I's the man who sing times hard, let us work harder. 2 months later the bank come to take my car. To be a Kaisonian you have to make fast money. Money for vitamins, you have to eat healthy. You have to drive good car, not no jalebi. You can't come in town looking hungry. You have to remember you is a role model, and anywhere you go people will look up to you. That kind of lyric Shorty I them want me to sing, like they want to see me eating from the dustbin. Think it over, think it again, Mr. Shorty. Think it over, think it again, Hail Selassie. Think it over, think it again, 'cause everybody know Iowa could sing Kaiso, the party side of me. That is how I just get work in Miami. Think it over, think it again.
Let me say good afternoon to Alison Thomas all the way in the UK. All right, guys, just to give you an update. Those funds continue to come in,
When I say
but I'm still not close to my goal, all right?
he say I looking for Rash.
As small as it is, 20 US, 10 US, 100 US.
Say hello, it's Kenny.
Get ready to send it to Iowa, Neil Iowa George on Cash App.
All one time,
Neil Iowa George on Cash App.
cause he find he play
For those of you using online banking, it's First Citizens Bank,
the bad talk.
1999-010.
I don't know why he don't trim that hair on his head.
Or you can go to fundmet.com.
Oh, any bet. Think it's over. Think it again. Think it's over. Think it again. Iowa George. It's over. Think it again. Iowa. Think it's over. Think it again. Listen, it's about that Kaisonian who talk to him. All I want to hear the stories. Are you ready to hear the stories? Let me go. Think it over. Think it again. Come in. I know all them Calypsonians listening, and everybody just shoo-shooing. They're listening to see if I put their name in my song, because it have other Kaisonians who fight me down. It have one walking in the cultural ministry. Every song he sing is the same melody. He gets some doctorate quite up in Michigan, trying to say I give him Kaiso bad injection. But when I hear he say merchant strip Kaiso heart, and Winston Stevens just tear Kaiso apart. Look, Chuck, just let me tell you something, and it know this. You need to see a musical psychiatrist. Think it's over. Think it again. Think it's over. Think it again. Iowa, Georgia, ladies and gentlemen.
Like the video, share the live, guys. I'm definitely feeling this one as we continue to send love for Neil Iowa George via the Iowa Stage Project. Back up and running. It's back up and running. And we're back in full effect from Wednesday. Wednesday is going to be gospel night. We have Nigel Lopez, Michelle Sylvester, Alicia Murray, Brenzel Brasnell. And on Thursday, it's Pan Night, featuring Ace Panis, Earl Brooks live at 7 p.m. And this Friday on the Iowa Stage, August 21st, we have a one-on-one with Impulse. Don't forget you can follow us live on the Street 919 Facebook page, Neil Iowa George Facebook page, Iowa TV, and the Street TV on YouTube. Come on, let's continue to send those contributions via fundmet.com. Or feel free to send it online transaction to First Citizens Bank at 1999-010. Or come on, to those of you in the international scene, you can send it to your Cash App, payable to Neil Iowa George.
entertainer. I don't like to be vulgar. If you really want to play, you have to do what I say. She said to me, na 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 na, my darling. I come out to play, just jam up on me, boom boom, yeah. Now do that, hey, now do that. I come out to play, just jam up on the boom boom, yeah. Now do that, hey, now do that. Boom boom, bang bang, bang boom boom, roll boom boom.
Cheryl Boodoo, how you doing? Sherry Han is hilarious saying songs that I was singing in the past is a reality now. That's a fact, yeah? say thank you guys to those of you that are contributing. I really, really appreciate it. I'm definitely feeling the love. This one is Iowa George, 1999. Oh, no, let me take that again. 1991, eh? It's called The Party. Hot, hot, hot. As we get ready to pull down the hour, this one we did for Iowa Stage. I'm going to do one more for him. One more for him. I know most of you would remember this one. I know most of you definitely going to remember this one, yeah? This one was a big hit back in the day. I'm doing this one for Neil Iowa George. As we get ready to the return of the Iowa Stage. Wednesday, we have Gospel Night. Nigel Lopez, Michelle Sylvester, Alicia Murray, and Bresnell. Friday night, it's Calypso Night, one-on-one with Impulse. But just before on Thursday, we have Ace Panis and Earl Brooks live from 7 p.m.
She tell me she name is Chantani. Bottom in the road. She come from an Indian family. Bottom in the road.
I want to thank those of you who donated in this hour. I felt the love. Let me just say that, all right?
I had Douglas, I had Chinese, I had Syrian, I did African, I did white woman, but I never did an Indian. She tell me she born in Bangladesh, bottom in the road. They get a Trini Creole, she wears bottom in the road.
Angela, how you doing, princess? Locked on all the way in New Jersey.
She talking foolishness, bottom in the road. She tell you that's the out of my business, bottom in the road. She say, yeah, we like to eat dashing and saltfish, bottom in the road. Yeah, we like to eat dashing and saltfish, bottom in the road. A girl from Grenada, girl from Canada, girl from America, girl from Dominica, girl from Africa. I never had a girl from India.
tour, come talk with them.
This Friday, it's Calypso Night on Iowa Stage, featuring.
Hello, well this is Impulse, and you see this Friday on Iowa George Stage is one-on-one with me and I. Don't forget, this Friday on Iowa George Stage is real guys, so log in, tune in, you and I. This Friday, real thing, all kind of thing, ting.
Streaming live on Instagram at Iowa George, Facebook Neil Iowa George, and YouTube Iowa TV. It's Iowa Stage.
Looking for a safe and relaxed professional massage therapist and nutritionist? Look no further. Nature's Touch with Empress Judy and Associates offers a natural approach to better health. Treat yourself to a professional massage therapy and nutrition advice in a safe and relaxed atmosphere. Rejuvenate your body, mind, and soul at Nature's Touch Therapy. For an appointment, please call or WhatsApp 1-868-398-8282. Or visit our Facebook page. Remember, your health is our responsibility at Nature's Touch.
Finally, a line of baking products that caters for the gluten-free, cholesterol-free, egg-free, and dairy-free person, enriched with sesame, flax meal, and chia seeds. Also try our line of seasonings and spices that are ideal for diabetic, kidney, heart, colon, and hypertensive persons. Perfect for the whole family. Healthy O, the healthier way to go. Find it in a supermarket near you.
He's a madman. You see the Saturday the 22nd of August on Iowa Stage. I want to tell you, if I was married, I would have married on stage. Not the ordinary stage, but Iowa big stage. Because stage does cross and I does cross. We does all cross together. So in the middle of the night when the thing is right, we does cross Iowa Stage together. Yo, this is your boy Trinidad Madman, and I'm going to be live and alive on a one-on-one virtual concert at Iowa Stage this Saturday the 22nd of August. Only make it a date and don't be late. This is going to be streaming live on Facebook at Neil Iowa George, and it's going to be streaming on YouTube on Iowa TV and Instagram at Iowa George. Let's make it a date and don't be late, because this Saturday is a solo event. It's shell long. Let me tell you why it's shell long. Let me get on the next one. Trinidad Madman. When everything, all this kind of music, the hardest thing to get to the music is rush race. It's Saturday the 22nd. Everybody tune in. Okay, listen. Rubber ducky, tweet, tweet, tweet. Rubber ducky, tweet, tweet, tweet. Rubber ducky, tweet, tweet, tweet. Saturday, this is Saturday. Saturday, it's sell off, it's sell off, it's sell off. Rubber ducky, tweet, tweet, tweet. Married, Iowa Stage, big Sunday at the village. Bathing in the bathroom, rubbing on my skin with blue soap, trying to get the blight away, go away. I want the blight go away.
Streaming live on Instagram at Iowa George, Facebook Neil Iowa George, and YouTube Iowa TV. It's Iowa Stage.
Hi, good day, people. This is your nutritional educator here. As you know, the whole thing is about educating people. So you see, when you're educated, you can make better choices when coming to your health and your wellness. And this is what we're about here at Natural Solution Education. That's the first premise of a doctor. That's what it means, is to educate people so they can make better choices. Now, today what we want to show you, we spoke about having what we call our essential immune protectors and immune enhancers. This is what we're going to be sharing with you today. Right? Now, we're going to start by the Oxylife. You've heard us mention this already. Now, the Oxylife is your hydrogen peroxide, and like I said before, the senior people will be quite familiar with this, because this is used, as you can see here on the chart, for a number of things. Now, primarily what we're using this for is to disinfect the system. This sits on the same periodic table as bleach. What do I mean? The same ability that bleach will have to kill all viruses, bacteria, antifungal, etc. is the same protection we get with this, but of course the human body can handle this. Now with this, you're taking 3 drops 3 times a day, and this will release and expand oxygen in your system. And as we know, once oxygen in the system, body is able to heal. The medical fraternity always knew that. The thing is, the challenge is to have oxygen stable enough in a particular area in enough time to cause change. What we have is the OxyLife that will do a good job in that area. There's a range of issues here. And by the way, this will protect you from a number of things, especially those of you suffering respiratory problems. Here we have what we call the liquid chlorophyll. Now, chlorophyll is one of my favorites because this has the ability to cleanse and detoxify the blood. Under a microscope, guys, this looks the identical way to the human blood and even the platelets, because the difference is this has magnesium at its base, and of course our cells have iron at its base in its core, but it's the same thing, meaning that this will be able to help to build the blood. For those of you who have low blood count and issues in blood, this is excellent for building blood and detoxifying the body. I promise you guys, if you take this for 3 months straight, it will deodorize your body to the point where you would experience no morning breath. You will sweat, but you will get no scent, and most importantly, as I tell persons and they laugh sometimes, you will use this and you will defecate and there will be no scent. Completely deodorizing the system. Of course, you know about our Super Silver, has become very, very famous. And I don't have to mention about this much because a lot of people know the benefits of silver. As a matter of fact, silver is what they used before the advent of antibiotics. This is nature's antibiotic, people. It will kill those bacteria, those microorganisms or pathogens, we call them, without harming the immune system. So this is big time. And this is something that every household should have. You should have this in your medicine cabinet. We're talking about functional medicine here, that you can reach for this if your child is scraped, they have a bruise, a cut, what have you. If you take this, you take it about 1 tablespoon twice or 3 times a day, depending on your
News brief on the street 919 FM, courtesy Iowa Stage. Send your contributions to Fund Me TT. The Chief Medical Officer, Dr. Roshan Parisram, has ordered medical staff to give people testing for COVID-19, a quarantine order which the police can enforce if it is broken. This is in light of a lack of adherence to advice to patients with flu-like symptoms. Dr. Parisram said this morning that people who were swabbed after reporting flu-like symptoms are ignoring orders to stay at home, increasing risks of infection. Continue with some COVID-19 news. The Couva District Court will remain closed for sanitization, and virtual court hearings will continue until further notice. The judiciary officially explained that it became necessary to vacate the building as a precautionary measure because of possible COVID-19 exposure among staff. The judiciary is reminding members of the public that services such as court pay, the domestic violence hotline, and e-filing are still available. A Tobago man was tested positive for COVID-19, has alleged that he waited over 8 hours for a bed at the old Scarborough Hospital's COVID-19 facility on Sunday. The man said that his mother was given a bed, but he waited in the corridor on a hard plastic chair for 8 hours. Officials at the Division of Health at the Tobago House of Assembly are investigating the matter. And overseas, 4 gunmen burst into a party held at a house in the southwestern town of San Diego in Colombia on Saturday, where 8 persons, 7 men and 1 woman, were shot dead. The government of Colombia has offered a reward of 2 million pesos for the information about the killing. The victims were part of a group of about 20 revelers. The motive for the attack is not clear, but there are a number of drug gangs active in the border area close to Ecuador. And that was the 3 p.m. news brief on the street 919 FM, courtesy Iowa Stage. Send your contributions to Fund Me TT. Stay tuned for more news on the street 919 FM. We have one final major newscast, which comes up at 4 p.m. I am Jason Shields. Do have a good afternoon.
gun tongue, and I have no gun. Only a book full of words of wisdom, telling me don't kill me brother, respect me sister, love myself as I love me neighbor. Gun tongue, murder zone, love is the only answer. Don't kill your brother, respect your sister, love yourself as you love your neighbor. Condolences to the families who lost loved ones in these violent tragedies. Father, I beg you please, may they rest in peace and forgive those who possess this killing disease. It's a shame, who to blame? How them acting like some victims, I say. It's a shame, who to blame? Watch them acting like some victims in this gun tongue, and I have no gun. Only a book full of words of wisdom, telling me don't kill me brother, respect me sister, love myself as I love me neighbor. Gun tongue, murder zone, love is the only answer. Kill your brother, respect your sister, love yourself as you love your neighbor. If it's not eye for an eye, it's tooth for a tooth, or some damn fool misusing the truth just to fulfill them personal gains, while poor and innocent feel the strain. A shame, who to blame? All them acting like some victims, I say. It's a shame, who to blame? Watch them acting like some victims in this gun tongue, and I have no gun. Only a book full of words of wisdom, telling me don't kill me brother, respect me sister, love myself as I love me neighbor. Gun tongue, murder zone, love is the only answer. Kill your brother, respect your sister, love yourself as you love your neighbor. Whether legal or illegal, with or without cereal, made to destruct once bullet hit material. Don't point it my way. More life I see, no point in my day. More pain than protection, blood-stained shell collection, lethal injection, neither cure nor solution. In hands of the wrong man, which hand is the right one? Fear or intimidation, aggression, contention, annihilation, detention, all in them crime plan. Whoa, which one is the right one? Who have the most suitable finger for trigger? Which gun could shoot without a shooter?
Alright guys, I'm getting ready to jump inside. I promise you guys one more, since it's gonna be a while before you get in on the soca party scene or the soca boat rides. Only on Iowa Stage. That's why you gotta donate to keep it going. This is the last one. I swear it, as we get ready to jump inside our issues today. Don't forget to like the video and share the live, all right? I want to say good afternoon to Hazel Felix. She's locked on via YouTube from in the US of A. Good afternoon to Tony. Tony is in Boston. He said him and his co-workers getting ready to do the conga line in the office. Much love, Tony. Trini John is locked on and listening. He's in Toronto, Canada. Saruj Ramlal, how you doing? Good afternoon to D Nice down in Trini to the world. Diane Muhammad, how you doing? Good afternoon to my sons locked on and listening. So I saw my own email typing under the live and thought it was Poltergeist. But no, it's my boys at home logged on via the computer. I want to say good afternoon to my babies locked on and listening. Yeah, they're saying, Ma, this is your kids tuning in from home. Hi, boys. I know I promised that was the last one, but this is the last one, I swear it.
This broadcast brought to you by the PNM.
Each polling agent.
This Friday, it's Calypso Night on Iowa Stage, featuring...
Hello, well, this is Impulse, and you see, this Friday on Iowa George Stage is one-on-one with me and I. Don't forget, this Friday on Iowa George Stage is real Kaiso. Log in, tune in, you and I. This Friday, real thing, all kind of thing, ting.
Streaming live on Instagram at Iowa George, Facebook Neil Iowa George, and YouTube Iowa TV. It's Iowa Stage.
Looking for a safe and relaxed professional massage therapist and nutritionist? Look no further. Nature's Touch with Empress Judy and Associates offers a natural approach to better health. Treat yourself to a professional massage therapy and nutrition advice in a safe and relaxed atmosphere. Rejuvenate your body, mind, and soul at Nature's Touch Therapy. For an appointment, please call or WhatsApp 1-868-398-8282. or visit our Facebook page. Remember, your health is our responsibility at Nature's Touch.
Finally, a line of baking products that caters for the gluten-free, cholesterol-free, egg-free, and dairy-free person, enriched with sesame, flax meal, and chia seeds. Also try our line of seasonings and spices that are ideal for diabetic, kidney, heart, colon, and hypertensive persons. Perfect for the whole family. Healthy O, the healthier way to go. Find it in a supermarket near you.
You see the Saturday the 22nd of August on Iowa Stage. I want to tell you, if I was married, I would have married on stage. Not the ordinary stage, but Iowa big stage. Because stage just cross and I just cross. We just all cross together. So in the middle of the night when the thing is right, we just cross Iowa Stage together. Yo, this is your boy Trinidad Madman, and I'm going to be live and alive on a one-on-one virtual concert at Iowa Stage this Saturday the 22nd of August. All make it a date and don't be late. This is going to be streaming live on Facebook at Neil Iowa George, and it's going to be streaming on YouTube on Iowa TV and Instagram at Iowa George. Let's make it a date and don't be late, because this Saturday is a solo event. It's Shell Long. Let me tell you why it's Shell Long. Let me get on the next one. Trinidad Madman. When everything, all this kind of music, the hardest thing to get to the music and rush here. See Saturday the 22nd, everybody tune in. Okay, listen. Rubber ducky, tweet, tweet, tweet. Rubber ducky, tweet, tweet, tweet. Rubber ducky.
Stay with me. Just an update on Friday night, that's August 21st, at 7 p.m. it's Calypso night. And Neil Iowa George is going to be on Iowa Stage. It's going to be a one-on-one with Neil Iowa George and Impulse. It's going to be an Iowa Stage you do not want to miss.
I am the seed of my father. He is the seed of my grandfather, who is the seed of Mahmoud Acha. He came from Calcutta, a stick and a bag on his shoulder. He took banana capra. So I am part seed of India. The Indian ship and the slavery bind together to rest in unity. There was no more mother Africa, no more mother India, just mother Trini. My Mahuta planted sugar cane down in the Caroni plain. Ram Logan Bande Pakashanai. Jahaji Pai. Brotherhood and the boat. Jahaji Pai. Brotherhood and the boat. Jahaji So it is a great privilege to have such unique heritage. 50
Like the video, share the live, guys.
India. I have no duty to holiday, emancipation and arrival day. Sid Patel Rosak me that journey, 150 years gone already. Whether you're Hindu, Muslim or Christian, hand in hand. We could only prosper if we try. Brotherhood of the bone. Brotherhood of the bone. Kumaye, Zindawe. Kumaye, Zindawe, Hayo. Kumaye, Zindawe. Kumaye, Zindawe, Hayo. Kumaye, Zindawe. Kumaye, Zindawe, Hayo. For those who play in ignorance, talking about true African descendant, if you want to know the truth, take a trip back to your root. And somewhere on that journey, you go see a man in a dhoti saying he prayers in front of a chandi. Chandi. Then and only then you'll understand what is a cosmopolitan nation. There's no room for prejudice at all. United we stand, divided we fall. So to all races here in Trinbego, Akko Kalyan Odanyaho, let us live as one under the sky. Jahajihad, brotherhood of the bone. Jahajihad, brotherhood of the bone. Jahajihad.
All right, good looking people, I'm in the inside. So much to discuss today, yeah? So as we jump inside today's show, need we jump exactly to what's making news across Trinidad and Tobago to the hour? It is so much, TNT. It is so much. Let me just get my instrumental on the inside here, yeah? All right, so I'm good. So yes, Trinidad and Tobago, we are experiencing community spread. According to The Guardian's headline, Dialsin, heightened COVID vigilance is now critical. Story done by Charlene Rampasad. Even as the country prepared yesterday for the newest phase of COVID-19 lockdown restrictions, which go into effect today, another person has died from the virus yesterday, and 55 more people has tested positive, taking the overall number of positive cases so far in TNT to 552. The latest victim is a 41-year-old man from South Trinidad. In its 10 a.m. update yesterday, the Ministry of Health said the man had pre-existing medical conditions. On Friday, 2 people, an elderly woman and a man, died also from the virus. Despite this continuing upward trend in cases and deaths, and a warning on Saturday to the public to avoid leaving home unless absolutely necessary, hundreds of people flocked to the beaches, rivers and bars for what was deemed by many as a last lap line before today new restriction kicks in. In an interview with the Guardian media yesterday, Minister of Health Terence Dialsin said he was disappointed but not surprised by the large crowds at the beaches across the country. I know Trinidadians and Tobagonians, and exactly what I feared came to pass. It's just that certain sectors of the population don't understand the situation that we are in, and whilst most of the population behaves responsibly, it is that minority that does not get the message, does not hear the message, and will endanger the entire society. Dialsin reiterated that the lockdown was absolutely necessary because there is no community spread, or rather, there is now community spread of the virus. With community spread, we have to have heightened vigilance and fewer people moving about, because what the virus preys on is the movement of people, especially where people are in settings where they are in close contact. Nothing the corporation and discipline of the public going forward will be critical to curbing the spread. He said in a number of positive cases continue to rise as they have done over the last 10 days. There is a possibility that more strict regulations will have to be enforced. Earlier this year, the government ordered all non-essential businesses to close in an effort to restrict the spread of the virus. While this lockdown is not as restrictive as those before, Dayal Singh says he hopes it can stem the recent spike in cases. He said the virus is going to be around for a foreseeable future as the world still awaits an effective vaccine or treatment to be developed. Commenting on the vandalism of the Guardian Media building in Port of Spain yesterday at the anti-COVID group, The Resistance, Dayal Singh said their actions can be deemed dangerous development. He said they wait for a vaccine gives these conspiracy theorists fuel to continue to spread their rantings. And he, of course, appealed to the public to pay them no mind. Trinidad and Tobago, what is your thoughts? Do you think we are a responsible society and we can actually curb the community spread? Well, I can't tell you that I was surprised by the number of persons flocking to the beaches and the rivers and bars yesterday. I wasn't surprised. I kind of expected it myself. But do you think we as a society, us Trinidadians and Tobagonians, are prepared? We are prepared to address this from a community level, that we're going to adhere to all the advice of the health officials. Let's see who's there. Feel free to call me. 342-0081-771-1791. That's also our WhatsApp number. Send your voice notes and your messages. You can call me on 466-5391 and internationally. Feel free to call us on 718-874-3860. I'm going to read those messages as they come in. Crystal says, a very special good afternoon to you, Aisha. I am not surprised that we're currently experiencing community spread. Why wasn't the politicians disconcerted a few weeks ago when they were up and down campaigning? This is clearly an after effect of the political campaigning season. I hope it falls squarely on the shoulders of those who took part in it. Let's see who's there. Caller, you live?
Pleasant good day, Ms. Aisha Wells.
Good day to you.
Good thank God to your station.
Where you calling me from?
Well, right now I drive at work, but I usually use to some vehicle.
Okay, brother. What's going on?
Aisha, I'm not surprised, you know. You see, we don't take everything by a joke here. Serious thing. My mother is still, and she can't call that she's 64 years old. My brothers are in the state and they're not going nowhere. We take everything but joke here, and it's a serious thing. And it's when they reach home, then we'll get serious. And I pray that they don't reach home for we to get serious.
Do you feel that this is an after effect of all the politicking we did for the last few weeks?
This is not the politics, you know, Aisha. You have to like yourself. And if you don't like yourself, the one will like you. So if we want to sit down and listen, people who want to fool me, and see what I way to go, let me go ahead.
Much for sharing, brother. Thank you. All right, the lines are... Sorry, go ahead.
I wish I could have you, but I'm essential because I cannot see. Yeah, that's what I have to come out there every other day because I work in security. But people feel it's a joke, it's a serious thing, and people dying.
Thank you so much. Thank you for sharing.
You're welcome.
So I am seeing people in public spaces with small children with no mask, and that kind of caught me off guard. My boys have not left home unless it's with me in the family car to go anywhere, much less to be out in public moving around, and they are 16, 13 and 9. I'm seeing people in the grocery with small children pushing cart, children dragging their hand on walls, putting their finger in the mouth, the pacifier dragging. God really has to be a Trini. Let me say good afternoon to this person sending messages via our message board. Are we quick to say God is a Trini? I am starting to believe he may be. What is your thoughts, Trinidad and Tobago? Do you think we can deal with this responsibly and curb community spread? Do you think this is an after effect of the campaigning that took place for the last few weeks where people gathered in large numbers that we're now experiencing this community spread? Call you live.
Good afternoon, Aisha.
Good afternoon, my dear.
Well, I agree with your last statement. And, you know, when I heard about the person in Tobago who was sick, I think, security or somebody, and she went to work. Now, they have always said, if you are feeling sick, from the beginning, if you are feeling sick, have yourself checked, right? And if you are so irresponsible, I think, you know, they are not charging people. Another thing, you read out what somebody had said earlier there. Now, I know that COVID is around even before Carnival, because people are saying, oh, should we have Carnival or not? So everybody knows they are at risk. It's just like a common cold. But this is more dangerous. And you know you have to protect yourself. Don't blame the politician because all the information, how I knew it, how you knew it, how my children knew it, how some of my friends, not all of them, because somebody wants to blame somebody. Listen, you stop your nonsense. It just told you, don't be like everybody run to the beach, everybody run to the bar for the last drink and the last dip. Aisha, people are careless and they want to infect. They don't care. Let me say that. They just don't care. And I don't want people to say that it's because they're not getting enough information. It had information there a long time ago, since January. The place was locked down. So if the place was locked down, shut down in March, what happened? You weren't existent? You was in dormant mood or something? Something has to be wrong with our people. We all went to school, and then we have common sense as well. Good afternoon.
Thank you, my lady. All right, so Steve Williams says the mistake my PM made was to announce on Saturday and enforced it on Monday. Maybe it was better to enforce it one time to avoid what happened yesterday at the bars and the beaches. Stephen doesn't think Trinidadians and Tobagonians is responsible enough to curb community spread. Let's see who's there. Call you live.
Hi, Aisha.
Hey, how you doing? Leave it there.
I'm like the Baron. I'm holding on.
That's good.
Aisha, about 3 weeks ago, on the next radio station, there was a little discussion about the virus. And I told the hosts of the program, the government needs to make it mandatory for people to start wearing their masks, like in Miami. And if not, start charging them if they don't want to wear the mask. Aisha, it's never too late. I would leave it there.
Thank you so much, Mr. Leave It There. The lines are open. I continue to take your calls. I'm going to read some more comments. Feel free to send them via our WhatsApp message, 771-1791. You can send your voice notes as well. Let me say good afternoon to Tom. He says, Aisha, please, responsible, not Trini. Hi, caller, you're live.
Good afternoon, Aisha.
Good afternoon, Anderson.
Told them, Children, all you do as you all were told, whether by your teacher, not mostly all your parents. But we are living in a nasty society. Because we come from the NC rally, I'm calling it on the rally. Look how these things stem from it. We come from the PNN rally, if we got the red jersey, we got the yellow jersey, and we go up the same pants and we sit down and
so are you agreeing that this started, community spread may have contributed to the campaigning?
No, Aisha. You just started. Now you'll find my children no later. You'll find, I go shut on my face. Whether my wife touch my face, my skin, or I see my children put the finger and touch your face. Yes, no, my brother was asking him, why you don't mop out the Clorox? I can't stand Clorox, and this and so, yes, always get all there. We never not, we open KFC, though. It's Ola, and whoever from wave, everybody in KFC, and even SPY, 5 or wherever they get. They sit down inside it, you are the local, and this going on before this pandemic, that we say started. And this is the thing I will watch. I'll watch along in a seat, and if I find the seat door and my chair, I'm going to sit long enough sit in a stand, they have to come and clean it. If it's not clean or it's looking greasy or anything. We live in a nasty society. We walk, we travel, and the same shoes we come into our place with it. Some all about all the old place. Yeah, all they don't change all the shit set. That's all I want. I don't want to talking to them, but I leave it there. Most of the callers I talking to, who they say yes to Kamala and yes to Rowley. It's all I talking to. It's them from all here. It's them from all here. They can go paper and a cigarette. Going back the weed, man. They can for weed. Coming back. And mentally, all the children. The children barely have anything to do with this thing, you know. This thing stems from adults. We don't change. We don't change our curtain. Fry is not a problem to you. That's not a problem to you. One fry for me, I shall is like 20 fry. So when I don't keep on this, so people don't like, oh, you're washing down, you're always cleaning, you're always this, you're always that. You understand? All the parents, all the want to pay all the hand, all the cast over our shirt, all the just nasty. And when you go, move with your chair, when I'm watching this big you say, mister, I said, this gangster. The man on the time go and get massive chair, and that's what all my pause is. I shall say, but you're that big influence. I said, you have to be a you're about a mouth, but you big, but your two little children walking them through in the president's square, and they're about a mouth. I said, something wrong with all the adults. Something, but probably it was anyhow, we ain't going there. So it's temperament. We need to have a more cleaner society. All the children be passing and charging the hand, charging down on every store, every class in town. And come on now, girl, let me go. All the children to walk. Long time we say they left up at a certain tender age. Now all the children walking all about. Oh, jump on the stand there. This one just don't have a strong or whatever. That's the problem changing up now. I bet 240 and the Indian get a good one. At 225, 200, 195. You can say, but change your little law. Change your little law. Let's wrong men. Keep Clark to the Clark company. You want to listen to international news since this thing started. The money they say making a month, they're making it less than a week now. Use Clorox. Keep sanitizing. Don't watch your lecture and leave she that finger. All the big set of cancer, let's say that enumerate. And she is them from not alone, you know. It is them from no rally. But rally make it worse. Make it worse. You hold the flag, I want to get a flag. Who chirate and who in chirate and who drink rum. And let's go on and on and on. And it's them from me saying me that Trini. You know why when I went to the beach? I believe it was Saturday morning, about minutes to 6 I was down in Maracas, Aisha. And I tell you this. And I tell you, I say the beach is...
So wait now, after all that advice you gave and all the people you cuss up, you and all was part of the crowd, the beach?
Watch all I be doing, after going to the beach. For the husband one thing after, it's just the crime and it's the midnight. I don't ever go in the beach when I'm criminal in the beach. No one is called criminal. That people who just walk without kind of piece of thing on them. And East Indian and who are the sort of pants. You could be what? I don't follow the thing, all the pants, all the bottom.
All right, Anderson, leave it there. Let me take some more messages. You just confuse me. After all the people you just blame for the spread, you and all admitting that you was on the beach Sunday. That normal? Jason Bishop said, we really taking this thing for a joke. Look at what happened yesterday. It's like everyone feels this since we can't see the virus that it's not real. He says the effects are real, plenty real. We're not ready to beat this as yet. Trinidadian Connection says, great is the mighty PNM, while Steve Williams says, well, you know the saying, when you play with fire, you just get burned. They wouldn't feel the pain until they have the plaster for this sore. Let me go to my WhatsApp, hear what you guys are saying on the outside, yeah?
Aisha, good afternoon. I think people just do not care, and Trinidadians just don't care. They just don't care, right? Because you could blame it on the politicians. You cannot blame it on the politicians. What I did not like is that I think that Dr. Rowley should have said today, he should have come out and said today the beaches and whatever closed today, but because I know from the time he said that on Saturday, it will have a flock of everything. Right? People don't want to be responsible. They don't want to wear masks. They don't want to do what is right. They want to go out and lime and come back home and go in the house normal. People just don't care because you know why? All the time it have certain people telling them, it ain't no COVID here. We are we lawyers. This and that. Hot sun go kill it. No. You see, you know now, they will want to play now. They will want to blame, and they will want to play now. They're trying to do what is right. All they should have been doing what is right all the time. And this zessin party, like the cat stop with the zessin.
Thank you so much, ma'am. All right, someone says, Aisha, please don't call my name. But we definitely not responsible enough. I saw adults wearing masks in the groceries, but their children have on none. I've seen it as well. Someone says, Aisha, it have a particular bar in El Socorro that don't have their patrons inside until closing time. And then the doors closed and they lock everybody inside. Well, if you have this information, caller, call Gary. Call the police because I'm hearing about it as well. Bar owners closing the bar with patrons inside until whatever hours and everybody party inside until it's over. So if you see something, caller, I suggest you say something anonymously. Yeah, let's see who else is on the outside. Live, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, this is Aisha.
How you doing, my brother?
Well, I'm there after the Almighty God, listening to everybody. But you see, they say hard ear, do not hear. Hard ear had to feel. That's what my mother teaches. And if somebody's telling you something and you want to play stupid and you want to run into it, go into it, who they wouldn't bury, they'll burn them. Just like they do in Italy and them places out there. Because they see, Trinidad is a sort of little feeling that everything is joke, everything is a fun. Understand? The man said from today the place will be closed, shut down. And I watch Maracas Bay. I said, nah. I said, these people cannot be real. Could never be real. All of them up there had to be mad. Had to be out of their mind. I know my home. I will hear. I don't want to feel. Have a blessed day.
Thank you so much. The calls are coming in fast and furious. Feel free to call me as well as the voice notes.
Aisha, you know, I see going on up here. Peter going to pay for Paul with his COVID. Because it are people who home and doing everything what is possible to stop that from coming in. Because you can't see it, you don't know if it's here, if it's watching you don't know. And you home is who might get at, you know. And you home and you trying to be careful. The ones who are being careful is who going and get at, you know. And it are the ones who just don't care, them all over the place gallivanting and them just normal.
Caller, you live. Good afternoon.
Hi, Nanny.
Hey, how you doing, warrior princess, my love?
Well, darling, I survived. How are you, my darling?
I'm good, lover.
Look, your godson want to wish you happy birthday, my love.
Thank you.
Come tell him Nanny has good evening, happy birthday. Good evening, Nanny.
How you doing, King?
Good.
Everything is well?
Yes, Nanny.
All right, my love. I hope you're not giving mommy any trouble.
No, he don't do that.
Very good.
Yes, you know he's a nice guy.
He's always been.
Yes, what was yesterday, the birthday or today? I know
it was yesterday.
Well, right, belated. That is nothing today. It's Mr. Manning on May. Rest in peace.
Amen.
Yes, my darling. But darling, watch me. I was really scared, you know, when I saw these people with the canvassing and the parade and things. I said, oh my God, like they're forgetting the COVID. But you know, New National Vision was responsible with our campaign. We didn't have all those things, huh?
Well, I know that for sure.
Yes, and we congratulate my political leader, Mr. Fuad Abubakar, his technical director, Mr. Imam Yassim Abubakar. Don't mind that, but he say, worrying on no truck and worrying on no death and this. But I trying to tell them COVID. You understand me? Your life matter more than me having a Zestra for the campaign. You understand me, lover?
Yeah, well said.
Well, right, darling. So you keep good, darling. Love, son, and listening, and love, love, love.
Love, love, love to you as well.
Right.
Warrior Princess on the inside, Trinidad and Tobago. Good afternoon, you're live.
Shalom, peace, blessings.
Hey, how are you?
I am blessed and highly favored. You know who is this, right?
Yes, I could make out the voice.
Amen. I can say who I am, you know, because I called in to pray about this COVID. I share. Live on my street, I see people walking the street without the mask. It is sad. There are 12 people total now, 4 in how many days? They are taking it not a joke. It's not a joke, you know, my dear heart. And I will do what God tells Gloria to do. Amen? So I'm going to pray, okay?
Go ahead, my queen.
Oh, Heavenly Father, I come before your throne of grace this evening asking for mercy and forgiveness, dear God. Lord, I bring this COVID-19 virus to you, and I come in the name of Jesus. Jesus, you can move mountains. Amen. Jesus, no problem is too big for you to solve. Amen. Lord, I cover all the doctors, the nurses, all the frontliners who are there looking after those people. Lord, I lift up the relatives of those who have died. That, Lord, you'll give them consolation, give them. Lord, you know, some of our people don't want to listen, but they say, who can't hear Jesus will see you. I asking you for mercy this evening, dear God. I'm asking you for mercy, Jesus. Lord, you know my heart. And I bring everything to you in the name of Jesus. Bless Aisha this evening, Lord. May you continue to richly bless her. Belated birthday to your daughter, Jesus. May she be richly blessed with good health, prosperity, and a long and happy life, and have children bless them. I cover Mr. Iowa George Station and all the workers who are employed there. And Jesus, I cover them under your precious blood, that no weapon formed against them shall prosper. Amen. Jesus, we are people, we are supposed to listen to you, dear God. You know my heart this evening, Lord. I am more concerned. I'm not studying the election because, Lord, it is in your hands. And God, you will say the day, the time that when Dr. the Honorable Chief Christopher Rowley will be sworn in. So, Father, again, I said thank you for making me listen to the station last week, Tuesday. It was you, Jesus, who did it. And as I say to you, Lord, bless the daughter that is in the studio when she leaves home. Cover her safely with your precious blood. That no weapon form and no COVID-19 not taken her. I thinking positive. No COVID are coming by Miss Gloria. Amen. So my dear sister.
Thank you, Miss Gloria.
Amen and amen. Thank you, Jesus.
Thank you so much. Amen and amen. When I tell all you, Miss Gloria is really, really a prayer warrior. Miss Gloria does leave me no less than 60-something messages a day with prayers, you know. Since I have given Miss Gloria my number from Friday until now, as soon as Miss Gloria remember me, she drop her prayer in my tail. The other morning, I woke up to 67 text messages of prayers, you know. I don't think it can get more holier than Miss Gloria. Thank you so much for your prayers, prayer warrior Gloria. Yeah? I think I needed it. Just saying. I'm going to go back to the phone lines. Feel free to call me. 342-0081 771-1791 466-5391-7188-743860. Call A Live.
Aisha, how you doing?
Hey, I'm good.
Right, so just be careful, you and your children. And you know, I have to apologize to people of the U.S., you know, because on Facebook, I look at Americans and I say, but Americans are real stupid. You know, the way they get to know and that kind of thing. But you know what? They always say that before you wet your neighbor's house or check your neighbor's house, wet yours. So Dr. Rowley came on the television on Saturday and said, hey, everything starts from Monday. And Trinis, we have our dose of stupid people. You know what we choose to do? We chose to hit the beach, hit the bars, and everything else. And see if we can get the last of I don't know what before today. That's what Trini did, you know. They lock up to go up in the bars and say, Aisha, is a disease out there, is a virus out there that is dangerous to us. And you could have sworn that, listen, it's the last day to get a check. It's the last day to do something. And Trini's look to take the beach. So I have to apologize to the American people. And deal with my people first here because, like, we worse than them in our dose of stupidity. Why would you do something like that? And not only that, listen, take a rest, Take a rest. Because you come from a small family, but you're letting them down. My thing is, you dealing with a whole issue about what I have learned that when there's a crisis, don't blame somebody. Deal with the crisis. Then we analyze how it starts. Don't take the American system and do like Trump and say China and China. No. Deal with the crisis situation, and that's what the government trying to do. But we are so hard here. You know, we have to legislate people to wear masks. In a small country of 1.something million people, where we feel that no matter what, we might be divided politically. But when there's a crisis on sport, we come together to deal with it. You know, people being divisive with a UNC virus and a PNM virus? That is the rich, you know. So, Trump, forgive me. Sorry for criticizing the people. But deal with us home here. And then we go for it. People don't have to go out, stay at home. It's a 14-day period. I should have something called a period. I can't know now, so I forget a little bit. The whole question of when a signs and symptoms could show up within a 14-day period. So judge it by that time. So trainees have to stay home, stop interaction if you can. 50% of the public students going out, the next 50% staying home, or you just adhere to it now. Because a lot of all you, we're trying to get money, may not live long enough to spend it. Before I go, Aisha, there's this notion that the virus only killing old people. So young people just playing the ass, excuse me. But you know what? A 45-year-old died from it. Virus tend to change the way of operating. Ask Dr. Parashram. And just now, only when we start to get 25-year-old and 30-year-old, they're going to keep their backside quiet. Take care, Aisha. Well, all the best.
Thank you so much, Rowley Jr. Thank you. So, Trinidad and Tobago, where are we? Where are we with this COVID-19 thing? Well, I can tell you we're at community spread. Do you think we have what it takes as a society to beat it? That's what I'm asking you. Given all that has happened over the last few weeks, some persons are blaming the large gatherings in campaign rallies, etc. Some people are saying Trinis just don't care. It's their negligence that have caused it. And then we would have seen them flock to the rivers and the beaches yesterday for our last lap. Do you think we're taking this serious enough? We have what it takes to beat it. I'm going to go to the lines. Call A Live.
Good afternoon, Aisha.
Hi, Gemma.
You know what is the hurtful part of this? It has more senior citizens like me will stay home. But then the younger ones, they're going out. So when they go out and they come home, you end up getting it. You understand? That's what is sad. I heard some news. I don't know how true it is, but I heard the godly lady resign. I don't know how true it is. Somebody called me and tell me that. I don't know if it's true, but I heard the godly lady resign. I don't know how true it is. That is what somebody called me and tell me. Yeah. Okay, Aisha?
I'll check it out. I'm now messaging someone to ask them. I'm now messaging someone to find out if it is true. I have not heard anything as yet. If you have heard, let me know. What's your thoughts, yeah? So, the lines are open. Let's go. Caller, you live.
Good afternoon, Aisha.
How you doing, Mr. Pinal?
Yeah, I'm good. Let me just switch this phone so I could move from here. Yes, Aisha.
Yes, I'm here.
Yeah. You have a back.
They talk.
You talk. Come talk with us. On the street.
919 FM. This Friday, it's Calypso Night on Iowa Stage, featuring...
Hello, well this is Impulse, and you see this Friday on Iowa George Stage is one-on-one with me and I. Don't forget, this Friday on Iowa George Stage is real Kaiso. Log in, tune in, you and I. This Friday, real thing, all kind of thing, ting.
Streaming live on Instagram at Iowa George, Facebook Neil Iowa George, and YouTube Iowa TV. It's Iowa Stage.
Looking for a safe and relaxed professional massage therapist and nutritionist? Look no further. Nature's Touch with Empress Judy and Associates offers a natural approach to better health. Treat yourself to a professional massage therapy and nutrition advice in a safe and relaxed atmosphere. Rejuvenate your body, mind, and soul at Nature's Touch Therapy. For an appointment, please call or WhatsApp 1-868-398-8282. Or visit our Facebook page. Remember, your health is our responsibility at Nature's Touch.
Finally, a line of baking products that caters for the gluten-free, cholesterol-free, egg-free, and dairy-free person, enriched with sesame, flax meal, and chia seeds. Also try our line of seasonings and spices that are ideal for diabetic, kidney, heart, colon, and hypertensive persons. Perfect for the whole family. Healthy O, the healthier way to go. Find it in a supermarket near you.
You see the Saturday the 22nd of August on Iowa Stage. I tell you, if I was married, I would have married on stage. Not the ordinary stage, but Iowa big stage. Because stage just cross and I just cross. We just all cross together. So in the middle of the night when the thing is right, we just cross Iowa Stage together. Yo, this is your boy Trinidad Madman, and I'm going to be live and alive on a one-on-one virtual concert at Iowa Stage this Saturday the 22nd of August. Only make it a date and don't be late. This is going to be streaming live on Facebook at Neil Iowa George, and it's going to be streaming on YouTube on Iowa TV and Instagram at Iowa George. Let's make it a date and don't be late, because this Saturday is a solo event. It's Shell Long. Let me tell you why it's Shell Long. Let me get on the next one. Trinidad Madman. When everybody, all this kind of music, the hardest thing to get to the music is rush. You see, Saturday the 22nd, everybody tune in. Okay, listen. Rubber ducky, tweet, tweet, tweet. Rubber ducky, tweet, tweet, tweet. Rubber ducky, tweet, tweet, tweet. Saturday, this is Saturday. Saturday, it's sell off, it's sell off, it's sell off. Rubber ducky, tweet, tweet, tweet. Married, Iowa Stage, big planet at the village. Bathing in the bathroom, rubbing on my skin with blue soap, trying to get the blight away, go away. I want the blight go away.
Streaming live on Instagram at Iowa George, Facebook Neil Iowa George, and YouTube Iowa TV. It's Iowa Stage.
Hi, good day, people. This is your nutritional educator here. As you know, the whole thing is about educating people. So you see, when you're educated, you can make better choices when coming to your health and your wellness. And this is what we're about here at Natural Solution Education. That's the first premise of a doctor. That's what it means, is to educate people so they can make better choices. Now, today what we want to show you, we spoke about having what we call our central immune protectors and immune enhancers. This is what we're going to be sharing with you today. Right? Now, we're going to start by the Oxylife. You've heard us mention this already. Now, the Oxylife is your hydrogen peroxide, and like I said before, the senior people will be quite familiar with this, because this is used, as you can see here on the chart, for a number of things. Now, primarily what we're using this for is to disinfect the system. This sits on the same periodic table as bleach. What do I mean? The same ability that bleach will have to kill all viruses, bacteria, antifungal, etc. is the same protection we get with this, but of course the human body can handle this. Now with this, you're taking 3 drops 3 times a day, and this will release and expand oxygen in the system. And as we know, once oxygen in the system, body is able to heal. The medical fraternity always knew that. The thing is, the challenge is to have oxygen stable enough in a particular area enough time to cause change. What we have is the OxyLife that will do a good job in that area. There's a range of issues here. And by the way, this will protect you from a number of things, especially those of you suffering respiratory problems. Here we have what we call the liquid chlorophyll. Now, chlorophyll is one of my favorites because this has the ability to cleanse and detoxify the blood. Under a microscope, guys, this looks the identical way to the human blood and even the platelets, because the difference is this has magnesium at its base, and of course our cells have iron at its base in its core, but it's the same thing, meaning that this will be able to help to build the blood. For those of you who have low blood count and issues in blood, this is excellent for building blood and detoxifying the body. I promise you guys, if you take this for 3 months straight, it will deodorize your body to the point where you would experience no morning breath. You will sweat, but you'll get no scent, and most importantly, as
It's time for your news at 4 on the Street 919 FM, courtesy T and Tech, the power to make it work. In the headlines, the Chief Medical Officer says no risk persons should be denied COVID-19 testing. The UE Open Campus suspend classes, and in news overseas, at least 17 dead in Somali beachside hotel siege. With the details, I am Jason Shields. Chief Medical Officer Dr. Roshan Parisram at the Ministry of Health's press conference this morning advised that no person seeking testing should be turned away. Dr. Parisram was responding to claims that persons were being turned away from accessing testing at public facilities. He also highlighted that 2 private labs have been given the green light by his office to conduct testing, and their testing regime has been scrutinized and found to be accurate. While the CMO did not give the names of the labs, as there is no legislation to have them included in the health ordinance, he confirmed that persons can use the labs approved by the ministry. The labs are the only 2 labs that have been allowed to promote their testing along with their approval status. Up to 12 noon today, Trinidad and Tobago has 565 cases and 12 related deaths due to COVID-19. In other news, the UE Open Campus has suspended all classes in response to the Prime Minister's recent announcement of new COVID-19 restrictions. The university, in a media release today, said in compliance with the government's directive, all University of the West Indies Open Campus sites in Trinidad and Tobago will be closed from August 17th. The release added that there will be no face-to-face delivery of classes, as they have been suspended immediately until further notice. On Saturday, Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley announced the closure of all teaching institutions, which he said may be so until December 31st. The University of the West Indies said new and continuing classes for the full-time, part-time programs and continuing and professional education programs will start online in October 2020. The Couva District Court will remain closed for sanitization, and virtual court hearings will continue until further notice. The judiciary officially explained that this became necessary to vacate the building as a precautionary measure because of possible COVID-19 exposure among staff. The judiciary is reminding members of the public that services such as court pay, the domestic violence hotline, and e-filing are still available. Finally, in news overseas, at least 17 people are now believed to have died after a siege at a beachside hotel in the Somalian capital of Mogadishu that was ended by special forces. Over a dozen others were injured in the violence. The Somalian government has blamed this incident on a military Islamic group, Al-Shabaab. Police say those killed in the attack included 2 government employees, 3 hotel security guards, 4 civilians, and other unidentified victims. Nearly 200 people were rescued from the 4-story hotel. And that brings us to the end to our news to 4 p.m. on the Street 919 FM, courtesy TN the power to make it work. Recapping the headlines. The Chief Medical Officer says no at-risk persons should be denied COVID-19 testing. The UWI Open Campus suspends classes, and in news overseas, at least 17 are dead in Somali beachside hotel siege. Our next major newscast comes up at 7 a.m. tomorrow morning. I am Jason Shields. Do have a good afternoon.
News from the street. News from the street. 919fm.com.
Islands in the sun.
Yo, as a young artist coming in the game, it's a real struggle, a real fight to make it. But at the end of the day, you gotta keep your head up high. You gotta know what you want. Yo, accent.
One of my greatest dreams is to get a hit song, travel the world, and every station know. One of my greatest dreams, when I do my album, #1 in the world. But I need a hit song, so DJ, play me now. Wheel up my tune and play me now. Promoter, pay me now. But tell me your dance was failure. DJ, play me now. Wheel up my tune and play me now. Promoter, pay me now. Don't tell me your dance was failure. I work hard to write my song them day. Some productions free but some happy. No matter what, I still can get airplay. And I can take that. If my song is crap, then tell me that. Don't rate it, then laugh behind my back. Please, don't cast me up. Tell you the truth. One of my greatest dreams is to get a hit song, travel the world, and every station love. One of my greatest dreams, when I do my album, #1 in the world. But I need a hit song, so DJ, play me now. Wheel up my tune and play me now. Promoter, pay me now. Don't tell me your dance was failure. DJ, play me now. Wheel up my tune and play me now. Promoter, pay me now. Don't tell me your dance was failure. I'm not giving up. If I had to do 1,000 songs before I bust, if it's that, then is that. Then I do not intend to stop. Cause music is my life, and music is my vice. And anytime that I feel all alone, it's music by my side. Hey. One of my greatest dreams is to get a hit song, travel the world, and every station love. One of my greatest dreams, when I do my album, #1 in the world. But I need a hit song, so DJ, play me now. Wheel up my tune and play me now. Promoter, pay me now. Don't tell me that was failure. DJ, play me now. Wheel up my tune and play me now. Promoter, pay me now. Don't tell me that was failure. Greatest dreams is to get a hit song, travel the world, and every station love.
Introducing a youth they call Lincoln.
Next up on for Lincoln! We don't know yet. To know if Kingsley called in to cry for the afternoon. I haven't heard Kingsley all afternoon. But when you call him, just like Beetlejuice, you know what happens, yeah? So I expect he will be on the line shortly. We're talking about community spread in this last hour. Let me apologize to Penal. Penal, the computer in front of me, does not have anything on the screen, so I did not see the ads coming up. It came on while you were still on the line, so let me humbly apologize, Mr. Penal. Feel free, however, to call back. I'm waiting for your call. I'm going to open up the lines, yeah? As we continue to talk about it, have we been responsible? Can we be responsible to beat this? Caller, you're live. Good afternoon. Caller, you there? Sorry, I lost you, caller. I humbly apologize. I saw you there and I don't know what happened. Caller. Yeah, so feel free to call me back. Let me see who's on my message board. Let me go back to my message board, see who's there. Feel free to send your voice notes and your messages to my message board. Yeah, let's see who's there.
Aisha, you know, I see going on up near Peter going to pay for Paul with his COVID. Because it are people who home and doing everything what is possible to stop that from coming in. Because you can't see it, you don't know if it's here, if it's watching you don't know. And you home is who might get at, you know. And you home and you trying to be careful. The ones who are being careful is who going and get at, you know. And it are the ones who just don't care, them all over the place gallivanting, and them just normal.
All right, thank you so much. Let me read your comments. So, Troll King is saying, bars, Coast Guard, police officers, and those that are told to self-quarantine and have not are the ones responsible. Caller, you live.
Well, Miss Aisha Welsh.
Brother Tabakit, how are you?
First of all, let me say happy belated birthday.
Thank you so much, Brother Tabakit.
I tried to call you. I had a package for you.
I need a new phone, Tabakit. My phone has completely gone down.
To be wrong.
Something gone down with the phone.
I tried to call you to say happy birthday. I said, look, I have something because you know everybody else give you something.
Tabakit, if I tell you something wrong with this phone?
I have to be because I've been trying and trying. Yeah? But nevertheless, the old clarion caller is back into the arena now. The election would have gone and the dust would have settled. It is time for the democracy to continue. It is time for Trinidad and Tobago to go on. I'll tell you, we're dealing with COVID, you know. My sister, let's stay, you know, I like to stick to editorial because I'm disciplined enough. Let me say this. The people have no discipline in this country. Aisha Welsh, regardless to what you tell these people, Aisha Welsh, if the people had been adhering to the Ministry of Education, what I say this afternoon, if the people had stick to the Ministry of Health guidelines and regulation, today the country would have not been in this position. And a lot of people was playing politics with this. And you cannot play politics with your life. And I'm saying who have to be blamed here is the people of themselves. They had put all measures in place. Quite simple. Wear your mask, sanitize, wash your hands, social distancing. That's all people had to do. You're going in the taxis. If you talk, they want to bust your face. You talk to a taxi driver, they don't want to take you up again. to their home alone.
This broadcast brought to you by the PNM.
Each polling agent.
This Friday, it's Calypso Night on Iowa Stage, featuring.
Hello, well this is Impulse, and you see this Friday on Iowa George Stage is one-on-one with me and I. Don't forget, this Friday on Iowa George Stage is real Kaiso. Log in, tune in, you and I. This Friday, real thing, all kind of thing, ting.
Streaming live on Instagram at Iowa George, Facebook Neil Iowa George, and YouTube Iowa TV. It's Iowa Stage.
Looking for a safe and relaxed professional massage therapist and nutritionist? Look no further. Nature's Touch with Empress Judy and Associates offers a natural approach to better health. Treat yourself to a professional massage therapy and nutrition advice in a safe and relaxed atmosphere. Rejuvenate your body, mind, and soul at Nature's Touch Therapy. For an appointment, please call or WhatsApp 1-868-398-8282. Or visit our Facebook page. Remember, your health is our responsibility at Nature's Touch.
Finally, a line of baking products that caters for the gluten-free, cholesterol-free, egg-free, and dairy-free person, enriched with sesame, flax meal, and chia seeds. Also try our line of seasonings and spices that are ideal for diabetic, kidney, heart, colon, and hypertensive persons. Perfect for the whole family. Healthy O, the healthier way to go. Find it in a supermarket near you.
You see the Saturday the 22nd of August on Iowa Stage. I will tell you, if I was so married, I would have married on stage. Not the ordinary stage, but Iowa big stage. Because stage just cross and I just cross. We just all cross together. So in the middle of the night when the thing is right, we just cross Iowa Stage together. Yo, this is your boy Trinidad Madman, and I'm going to be live and alive on a one-on-one virtual concert at Iowa Stage this Saturday the 22nd of August. All make it a date and don't be late. This is going to be streaming live on Facebook at Neil Iowa George, and it's going to be streaming on YouTube on Iowa TV and Instagram at Iowa George. Just make it a date and don't be late, because this Saturday is a solo event. It's Shell Long. Let me tell you why it's Shell Long. Let me get on the next one. Trinidad Madman. When everything, all this kind of music, the hardest thing they get to the music, they rush here. See, Saturday the 22nd, everybody tune in. Okay, listen. Rubber ducky, tweet, tweet, tweet. Rubber ducky, tweet, tweet, tweet. Rubber ducky, tweet.
Talking while the air's cutting up. Whoever's responsible for clearing the computer, please do it. Thank you.
Hey, Auntie Aisha, good afternoon to you. Honestly speaking, I think the government has a lot to hold for this, right? The government, one, and our people, two, right? Because one, the government should have never had elections. There are provisions in law where you could have postponed the elections, right, until a later date, right? That wouldn't have done anything, right? That would have been better off. I guess we would have been better off, right, and stuff. But honestly, I think if they didn't have the elections, I think on both sides, Dr. Rowley was wondering, boy, I wonder if I go win the elections, boy. And Kamala was balling, boy, I go beat him. You understand? With all due respect. I think both of them, right, they all made blunders, right? And now to pick up the pieces and move forward, we have to, I guess they said in a back room somewhere, you know what? We got to have the elections, we got to deal with the consequences after, right? And that, to me, that is exactly what took place. I'm not blaming anyone, right? But this is just how I feel. And I think our people are the ones to be blamed because we taking things for granted, right? Really, really, really taking it for granted. Yesterday, if you see people on the beach, right? I wasn't there, but a friend of mine sent me a video, right? And Trinidadians, you all need to grow up. Take it from me. We all need to grow up and stop taking things for granted. Have a good evening, Auntie Aisha, and reach home safe.
Thank you so much, bro. Call you live.
Afternoon, Aisha. How are you doing?
I'm good. How you doing?
Not too bad. Aisha, I'm going to say something, and I know a lot of people will vex with me. But I have been noticing something on social media, and it is disheartening, to say the least, that somehow my black brothers and sisters seem to think that they're too bad, they're too pretty, or something else that they're too much of, that they can't get COVID. Because I've seen parties with hundreds of people in a little square block. The bars were filled, 80% black people, up in each other's face. In the beaches, black people, no mask. Something, listen, I'm telling you, by 2025, the UNC don't even have to campaign, they will win. Because the black people in Trinidad and Tobago will have killed out themselves with stupidity. I don't know what is the problem. Why is it that we have this issue with being obedient? I remember the recalcitrant minority statement used by the late Dr. Eric Williams. But it appears that it now applies to the majority of African people. It is disturbing to me. I don't know how many other people have a problem with it. But I'm seeing that we will have very little black people. We will end up blanking out ourselves as the opposition leader try to turn it around. We will blank out because I'm only seeing majority black people disobedient to the way things supposed to be. They argue and they cussing when you go in the grocery and you tell them, hey, it's only 10. I see a man cussing the guy who told them, this now you have to go, you can't go inside, there's only 10 at a time. Cussing. What is wrong? I am sadly disturbed. You all have a nice.
Aisha, that caller is making no sense. So telling you about elections and Dr. Rowley should have put it off. You understand? They started to get the cases before the elections. I don't think elections had anything to do with that. And people have to be blamed for that.
Aisha, happy belated birthday. While each and every one of us have our opinion, but one of your callers spoke just now about Dr. Rowley and Kamlan. They find this should have happened and that shouldn't happen. Anybody could say anything, you know. Some of them can't run a parlor, but they feel this should have happened and that should have happened. If Dr. Rowley didn't call the election, he's trying to hold on to power. He called the election, he shouldn't have called it. Hold your opinion and don't come on the radio with that. What is to be done was done. And people have to be a little more responsible. So they stop the garbage about both of them and it's all of them. And they're just pushing the narrative right through. And I'm rejecting that. People have to check themselves. Have a good evening.
Caller, you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Apologize for the ads a short while ago.
Okay, your apology is accepted. You there?
I'm here. You can continue.
Let me say this. I would have sat in the pavilion for this election, which you realize you didn't hear me at all. After the election was called, I stood in the pavilion. I decided I would not come into the arena. But let me say this, and Aisha Welch, we got to call a spade a spade. And I think, let's be honest here, I think the Honorable Prime Minister, which you know I'm not appealing, the world know that already. I think how they had dealt with this corona COVID-19, this pandemic, before the election, leading into the election. Let's give credit where it is due to the Honorable Prime Minister. Come on. And people, sometimes we need to take off our political cap and call it as we see it. Give Jim his gym boot and Jim his jacket. And if the people, before the ad come, I was going there, if the people adhere to the rules and function via the Ministry of Health, via the Public Ordinance Act, the Chief Medical Officer, Dr. Trotman, every day been coming and telling citizens, wear your face mask, wash your hands, social distancing. You're going in bars, people hugging up and kissing. You walk in the street, in the food court. If somebody, you tell them, put on your mask, they want to bust your face. And I can't see how this could tantamount to tell me that a politician is responsible for your life. Come on, Aisha. Personal responsibility begins with the individual and ends with the individual. The election is over. We have no election again until that time comes. And I'll tell you this, what I didn't say before. It have many people who was posing as UNC activists. They are no damn UNC activists. I could say it now. And perhaps they might have been the cause for Kamala to lose the election.
What?
I couldn't say it all the time. Let me talk now. Let it come.
What?
To come to me. When all you say is activists, oh, give me a break.
Tabakit!
Then so would have been the cause that for the demise of my political leader.
Tabakit!
Sometimes they come on the radio, they cussing Tabakit, they cussing Tabakit. All you is not even a card holder with the UNC.
Oh God! Tabakit, can I ask a question?
Man, you ask it if you want to go answer it.
Is one of those said activists someone who cries a lot on radio?
Let me tell you, I had no cocoa outside, so I don't know if the rain or sun going to beat it. I'm making a general statement, and I'll say this, you know. You see, integrity and morality and credibility. Let me say this, you know. When people don't know where you stand, long time your grandparents used to say, rolling stone gather no moss. And when a barrel coming down from the top of the hill, and before it reached to the bottom, it making real noise, you know. And let me tell you this, I know PNM, but the PNM machinery and institution, it is nothing to play with. And 20 people who came to the UNC and was the loudest voice, hypocrites. And let me say this, and I'm saying all of this to say this afternoon. We cannot play with our democracy. This country is not Haiti. This country is not Guyana. This country is not Zimbabwe. This is not a communist country. And I, Mr. Tabakit, who is a real UNC, call on my political leader, the Honorable Ms. Kamala Persad-Bissessar, to do the honorable thing and declare your defeat. Move on. Let our country run. Let our democracy, this country, from 1962 till now, we are the world envy in terms of running election. Our democracy is great. Our independence is great. Our Republican Constitution is great. And I am saying, I believe in democracy. I believe that everybody must choose their political vehicle. I don't believe that you must tell somebody, you know, anytime, Aisha, You hear me come to this radio and telling people who to vote for, cut me out. Let democracy continue. But I am saying, yes, Tabakit, a real UNC. Not no UNC for today and tomorrow, and you jump today, you cost that one. No, those are the people to watch. And I am saying here, I call out my political leader because Tabakit is more UNC than UNC. I'm not UNC to get some money in an envelope or somebody call you to cut.
So Tabakit, is it that you did not get chance to build any 3-story house with a swimming pool?
Well, darling, let me tell you, Basdeo Panday said it, politics have a morality of its own. And understand the parable in that. That speaks for itself. But as I come back on track to say to my political leader, the Honorable Miss Kamla Prasad Bisesa, which she is honorable, a brilliant woman, a QC, she traveled all over this world. And to my beloved leader, do not let them take you down in the abyss. Do not let them take you down in that gutter. Let democracy prevail in Trinidad and Tobago. I don't want, when you watch in those sub-Saharan desert, when you watch in those communist countries, no. This is too much of a beautiful nation. And I is saying this here today. Hear me well. I am saying this. I am not going to stand by with no one. Let me repeat this, I am not standing by with absolutely no one to destabilize my country, to interfere with this democracy, to fly in the face of the Constitution. This is a world-class country. And to Ms. Bisesa, I love you. Do the honorable thing. If you want to be opposition leader, nobody could take that away from you. I will support you if you want to be that. But do not let any little Johnny come lately or no little pivot and to interfere with my democracy. I speak here as a national awardee, someone who holds the country third highest award. African people does not pay respect to black people when they have these honors. And I am saying, as an African man, as a black man, as a national awardee, to my political leader and brilliant woman, Miss Kamla Prasad Bisesa, do the honorable thing. Let the government be sworn. Let the president make the call. Let the EBC have its way. Let democracy, because the opposition makes up a part of the Constitution, the democracy. I believe in democracy. I believe that the UNC must have the proper say in the parliament. They must be able to speak freely. But I will not stand in the gap if Dr. Keith Christopher Rowley have to be Prime Minister. So be it. Let's move on and accept democracy.
Tabakit, you are singing like a sane. Notice I use the word sane. And sober UNC supporter. I must tell you that.
Thank you, love. And I am saying, when you could come out and speak this way, that is what they call a UNC. Not to go in a corner and say, call somebody, call the radio Costa one, say this and say that. I wasn't speaking out all the time, Let me tell you, I was watching all the nasty, stinking tricks and games was played. Games, dirty games, and all the nasty games that they play. That is what throw down Miss Kamla Prasad Bisesa. There's too much of game players around her. They use that woman. They use her. They take her. All kind of dirty, stinking games. And that is why the PNM gained the popular vote. The PNM ain't no party to walk over and take lightly, The PNM does take the election machinery very serious. Let me repeat this,
Tabakit, somebody just sent me a message on the live. They say, Tabakit, be careful before they pass back and pelt down your house.
let it egg your. If I wasn't on radio, I'll tell them where to pelt. Yeah, you make me laugh. If I wasn't on radio and near the stage, you know, you will have to cut me and the police will hold me. I'll tell them where to go and pelt. Yeah. So, coming back to the point, all the snakes who was around Miss Prasad.
You mean the ones that was holding her handbag, Tabakit?
Darling, Alec, here, my grandmother used to say, name is for tombstone. Let me repeat this. My grandmother used to say, name is for tombstone. And when Miss Prasad Bisesa and the people close to her and they watch back this election, they will realize there was a lot of vampires, a lot of Sukunya, a lot of Lajables, a lot of Papapua was a wrong she, sucking blood, and they caused the demise. Miss Bisesa, do not let them take you into the abyss. Do the honorable thing. Stand proud. Stand strong. Let Dr. Keith Christopher Rowley and his government take the road of governance. Let our democracy, let the Constitution reign. And if you want to be opposition leader, nobody to stop you. But do not go down in the abyss. Tabakit out and off.
Tabakit had a mouthful to say. Let's see who's there. Caller, you live.
Aisha, listen. Mr. Tabakit, with all due respect, you cannot distance Mrs. Bisesa from anything at all, anything at all, because she's a big woman and she has sense. So nobody thought child somebody to mislead her and she herself. Come on, nobody didn't put any words in her mouth when she called people black people. And she saw no what she did was wrong. That she try and spin it around. There was nobody misleading her. When it is, she chose to make an advert and promote it. Because everything has to pass by her, because from what it is, everyone is stating is a maximum leadership. So everything has to be proved and acceptable by her for the party. So do not, for 1 second, try to distance her from all the wrongs that was being done by her party. Yes, it is her party. Because even 2015, everything was vote Kamala. So don't try that. Do not try that. She's big and she has sense. She might be playing stupid, but she's big and she has sense. You understand? They very well know what it is they did. And she made a mistake. Because she thought she could get away. Like what is this happening in America? By creating a certain rhetoric to run. But we don't have enough people in this country to do that. So she bust with that idea. Don't try to distance her. Do not for 1 second. She knew exactly what was going on. You all have a nice day.
Thank you so much. Caller, you live. Not ready, caller. For all who looking for Kingsley today, he's engaged in a serious Facebook battle with Devont Mirage. Kingsley has now resulted to war in Devont Mirage. 9 o'clock in the night, 2 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning, 12 o'clock in the day. All Kingsley is doing is cussing Devont Mirage. Yes, you heard me right. Devont Maharaj on Facebook. Because Devont apparently is speaking out against Kamala Prasad Bisesa. Kingsley has taken it personal. He is busy, he's engaged, he can't call to cry on radio this afternoon because he's engaged in a Facebook war with Devont Mirage over his political leader. He says he will be surely crying in sometime in the near future. But right now he is busy, he is unavoidably detained. As long as Devont is cussing Kamala, he will be cussing Devont. Let's go back to the lines. Call A live.
Yes, good evening again, Aisha.
Hey, how you doing, brother?
Good. I'm listening to Tabakit and I'm listening to all the Kingsley and all of them.
You ever thought UNC people would have been cussing Devont Mirage?
That Kingsley don't know. He don't know he's a cockroach or what. Cockroach gets in for party. He forget he's a cockroach or what. That's how they call us. They call us cockroach. He's not a cockroach. They were mad to eat him. Fowls eat cockroaches, you know. Long time when you open a jaw, you throw the jaw outside. And among the cockroach runners from there, all the fowls in the yard, eat them up clean. That was our, what do call it, for those cockroaches. But he don't know what he's doing. He better catch himself. All of them is one, eh? All of them is turn against him, you know. You see, we don't know our place. We have to know where to stop. According to the saying, you don't cross a bong. Everybody have a bong, you don't cross a bong. Stay on your bong. And the Tabaki trying to powder up all kinds of things for Kamla. Kamla is a big woman. Kamla, what she has is SP. SP she take. And you come in and crying for Kamla. He crying for Kamla too. Kamla know what did she do? Kamla went all parent place and put out African people in all kind of low position poor and bring it to show people disgracing the African people. And you want to be able to vote for that? She could come in power with that. It has too much African is standing firm in this country. They must understand that. And with that fella, with this woman who call us cockroaches. I know to put things in things for cockroaches. The Africans, they couldn't buy any. When I see 2 days time, them open my back. All of them is Indians, eh? All of them is Indians. And the African, they show us plain. They do not care about Africans. They say no, they do what they have to do. Well, we have to do what they have to do. We ought not to buy nothing that carry their brand name. Nothing. Because we have the power. They're fighting for their own. And they say nothing about the African people. They say nothing about she calling us cockroach. So you say what you want to say and come and tell us we apologize and I must settle with that. That's good enough. It ain't good enough till we pass that stage. I sure nobody could show me in the Bible where Jesus Christ had forgive Satan. Why every time he had to keep forgiving? He never, Satan is his enemy of Christ, enemy of God. And he never forgave him. But we only want to forgiveness. And they keep doing it over and over, and we forgive him. That's why we are in this state. Sometimes the Bible tells us iron has to sharpen iron. To come rough or come rough too. Have a blessed day.
Thank you so much. People think it's joke I'm making about Kingsley. I am going to share his post now on my wall for those of you who want to see. He is seriously warring Devon Mirage. It's personal between he and Devon. Yeah. Let's see who's there. He ain't had time to call and cry by we cussing Devon on Facebook. Caller, you live?
Good afternoon, Aisha.
Hi, how you doing?
Aisha, this is Trinidad and Tobago, right? And, you know, we are looked at as the giants in Caribbean. We had and still have great leaders, great thinkers, great advisors. I don't think it's fair that the caller should think that Ms. Kamla Sessa, as a leader, she's not a gang leader, she's not a committee leader. She was an attorney general. I think she was a minister of education, I'm not too sure. She was an opposition leader. She was a prime minister. And I have seen documentaries, government, president, movies about other leaders where they had advisors, and more than one. And it's not all the time. They take everything the advisor advised them about. They act on their own. Sometimes they are successful and sometimes they are not. You cannot put her down like that and say that this person had caused her to do that. She has to also take responsibility. Okay? And if you don't take responsibility for the things you do, you'll keep on making mistakes over and over and have to blame other people. Okay? So I don't think that the people do this to her and people do. She is a leader, and that's what you have to know. She's a leader. She chose to be that. Okay? All right. Take care.
Thank you so much.
Hey, Auntie Aisha. I also want to take the time to wish you happy belated birthday. And also to delegate Casey and Jojo right? Anything from Casey and Jojo, that's to you. And also to touch on, listen, behind that altogether, I'm not hiding behind a microphone or in any way, how to put it, but for that matter, beating down on anyone. Everybody is subjected to their own opinion because opinions are like noses. Everybody have one, right? My thing is, I honestly think that the elections should never have been called because Dr. Rowley, be that as it may, he was already doing a great job. So they could have just left it right there. Leave it right there. I personally think that politicians, right, they don't exercise the power that lies within them, right? That is why we are where we are today. It's because we don't hold politicians accountable to a lot of stuff. We allow it to go under the carpet, right? So to me, he didn't have to, He was already doing a good job.
All right, guys. Okay, so somebody just sent me some messages here. St. Joseph ballot count is completed. PNM won 9,363 votes, while UNC won 8,539 votes. Official results have been shared by the EBC. PNM continues to hold on to the results of 2019. Let's go. Caller, you're live.
Hi, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
How are you today?
I'm good, my darling. How are you?
I'm great. There's some little points out. First, again, we cannot blame PNM for the pandemic because we had classes from since the start what to do. And we Trinidadians and Tobagonians failed to take classes. But the doctor come every morning to give us advice to do. Our next question, did we finish check the ballots on them in St. Joseph?
Yes, I just read out the results.
So, Gary, Aloy decide to give up now?
Well, not that I know. I understand he's still contesting.
He's still contesting. And the next thing to the opposition leader, she have a mind of her own. They could advise her, but then you have to make the final decision. And this thing that all Trinidadians like to feel God is what? God is a Trini. They better think twice because he's a man of the universe. And if you play harden, it's not a long time. When you say when you harden, you'll see what you will get with it. So that's all I have to say.
All right, thank you so much. We have 10 more minutes of the program left. Speak now or forever hold your peace. Caller, you're live.
Aisha, good evening.
Hey, how are you?
Aisha, good evening, my dear.
Good evening.
And a happy birthday.
Thank you.
Yeah, one of the saddest things is that I feel sad with the UNC and Camilla and them. I really feel sad. And most of the time I hate negative talk. When you lose, you bow out gracefully and don't waste people's time. I thank Mr. Rowley for his leadership ability. I thank them for in this COVID time. I used to feel sorry for the Minister of Health. He keep telling you what to do, and he tell you what to do, and he tell you what to do. I say, poor fellow, like his mouth can't be tired. He just had to keep going. And always, we have to blame ourselves. Hit our chest on the chest. We have to blame ourselves. The government could tell you what to do, and you have to be able to do what is supposed to be. We have to accept ourselves. It's like right now with the COVID, a lot of people who didn't organize themselves financially, psychologically, sociologically, because to be a husband, you have to be spiritually well-rooted, financially strong, very strong. Let me say it for them again. Financially very strong, psychologically settling, because you can't be in charge of the woman. And you focus on what you want, that the family could get through. All the racialism thing is about being either a rich family or being badly prepared or choosing the wrong man and having a hungry family. And if you're hungry, the people go use you, say all kind of stupidness about you. And I is the fellow with the boring voice, the most boring voice. Remember the words? 40 years. Save your money. Get yourself out of poverty by saving your money. Invest your money. And the most powerful word I say was invest your money. No politician can help with that. And then I never say sacrifice. I know they like bacchanal. I make it sound bacchanal. Make sure you're cheap. Tight, and focus. And I guarantee anybody, show me any poor who working and they do it. They're bound to get through. Let me say it again. Bound to get through. No government can help you. It's what you do with your money. You cannot eat and spit, drink and urinate, blow a big weed, pipe cocaine, gamble your money, give away money, play the fool with your money for all them years. And when you're done, you come to blame a politician. Well, I hear you say, King V want to fight this millionaire fellow who had all them schools. What they call him? Yeah?
Deva Mirage?
Them fellas rich. And them fellas full of money. Mova says, mama, money. A woman say, he working in the grocery. And I always have to tell them, I went there for 2 months, and when they realize my ability, they beg me to come and help some of the customers. I could counsel people, help people, and I don't tell people lies. And good advice, boring. Good advice like a good husband is boring and very effective. And you don't let it get away. I say, well, then ask the fella, could you take care of my problem with the children and the this and that? And then they have to tell him this one miserable, this one, that, this. So you know what he coming to. He must be financially strong. And we have to organize ourselves and get an organized business. Organize things where we could be independent and stop blaming other people. The best thing we could do for Mr. Rowley is for we to take care of ourselves. We have to wake up. We have to make ourselves financially strong. If a man don't have no money, he becomes very, 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 very ugly. Let me say it again. If a man didn't prepare himself financially, he becomes very, very ugly, ignorant, illiterate. He cannot teach the children. He cannot help the family position. And life is about family. Family. When you have family unity, you have prosperity. When you have family unity, you could go to church, you could organize your thing, you could buy a book, buy a computer, buy everything and don't have to depend on no government. None. And we will never misguide you. I see King you to be talking bad about Mr. Rowley and this and that. We won because of his leadership. And we want leaders who could tell you straight up what is what. Don't butter we up and let me give you sweet talk. We're big hardback men, and we have to be able to help ourselves. Any woman choosing a man, make sure he's spiritually well-grounded. Don't choose him for titillation. Make sure he's spiritually well-grounded, financially very strong. Let me say it again, Aisha, for our people. Financially very, very strong. Psychologically settling, sociologically well-placed, and focus on what you want. And remember the good words, boring, bacchanal. You say, she say, them say, stay away from them, don't it. Because years will pass and you would not have even made a try. And if you don't not able to leave a legacy, your children will be backward illiterate, and you see how they use them. You give them a gun and then you shoot them off after without even ensuring them. It's time for me to get up and understand, talk the truth to ourselves, and make sure we are prepared. Thank you. I shall keep it good, girl.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Nova. Thank you, brother. Caller, your life.
Hi, good afternoon. It's a happy belated birthday.
Thank you.
First, let me say, Dr. Rowley made the right decision by calling election. Because if he didn't call election, then the story would be different today. You know the thing that them and them. Or you want to hold on to power. But my advice to King is, cockroach have no business in false party. Because when Devon and all of them cuss one another, they will turn and say, what King did do in we business. So if he know now, he will know eventually. That's all I have to get out at the foul part.
Thank you so much. Facts, caller, facts. Just a few more minutes left of the program. Yeah, a few more minutes. Let me see what you guys are saying online. Yeah. All right. Aisha, it have a particular, but okay, I got that. We are responsible for.
We know the streets because we talk to the streets.
Come talk with us on the Street 919 FM.
Get interactive with the Street 919 FM.
All day, every day. See us all live on our Facebook page.
Share and comment on our show.
Like our page.
Chat with our live on-air announcers.
The Street 919's Facebook page.
Live and interactive all day, every day. The Street 919 FM.
Come talk with us.
Reboot your business with the Entrepreneurial Relief Grant. Micro and small enterprises impacted by the COVID-19. You are invited to apply for the Entrepreneurial Relief Grant from the Ministry of Finance in collaboration with NEDCO. Qualifying businesses must have an annual revenue of less than $1 million. You must be a citizen or legal resident of Trinidad and Tobago. Applicants must be 18 years and over and should be owners of registered businesses. Business owners can access up to $20,000. Apply today at www.netcottfunding.com. The Entrepreneurial Relief Grant, an initiative of the Government of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago. Together, rebuilding our local economy, one small business at a time. NEDCO, supporting, sustaining, succeeding.
Rest, relax, rejuvenate, and revitalization healing treatment for both males and females suffering from all aches and pains. A special offer for the month of July for $200. Choose from any one of these treatments: neck and shoulder massage, poor circulation, and arthritic treatment. Contact 336-4935 or 492-7397 for more information.
This Friday, it's Calypso Night on Iowa Stage, featuring.
Hello, well, this is Impulse, and you see, this Friday on Iowa George Stage is one-on-one with me and I. Don't forget, this Friday on Iowa George Stage is real guys, so log in, tune in, you and I. This Friday, real thing, all kind of thing, ting.
Streaming live on Instagram at Iowa George, Facebook Neil Iowa George, and YouTube Iowa TV. It's Iowa Stage.
We know you're tired of the old talk. Time for the facts to speak for themselves. Now you decide who really has the bigger, faster mobile network. Digicel's won the Speed Test Awards 2 years in a row with the widest coverage map in the country. See for yourself. Download Ookla and put Digicel to the LTE speed test and compare our coverage. We're not afraid to be honest. And that's real talk. Make the switch today. Digicel, the bigger, better, faster network.
Get ready for the return of Iowa Stage. This Wednesday, August 19th at 7 p.m. till, we have Worship Wednesdays, featuring some of the hottest names in gospel: Nigel Lopez, Michelle Sylvester, Alicia Murphy, and Bresnell Brashnell. On Thursday, August 20th, it's all about Pan Night, featuring Ace Panis Earl Brooks, live at 7 p.m. And on Friday night, August 21st at 7 p.m., get ready for Calypso Night with a one-on-one with Impulse. Iowa Stage will be live on the Street 919 FM's Facebook page, Neil Iowa George's Facebook page, Iowa TV, and the Street on YouTube. Get ready for the return of Iowa Stage.
Looking for a safe and relaxed professional massage therapist and nutritionist? Look no further. Nature's Touch with Empress Judy and Associates offers a natural approach to better health. Treat yourself to a professional massage therapy and nutrition advice in a safe and relaxed atmosphere. Rejuvenate your body, mind, and soul at Nature's Touch Therapy. For an appointment, please call or WhatsApp 1-868-398-8282 or visit our Facebook page. Remember, your health is our responsibility at Nature's Touch.
Sign up and save with Green Dot. When you subscribe to any of our broadband packages, you get 30% off the installation fee, allowing you to stream your favorite shows on any of your devices. Update your social media accounts and connect with friends and family. Stay on top of the class with online learning sessions. or keep your team in the loop with virtual meetings, all at an affordable price. This is a limited time offer, so don't wait. Call 224-GDOT today to sign up and save with Green Dot, improving and simplifying lives.
Every child is incredibly intelligent. Parents, reach.
What denomination do you follow? I don't follow no denomination. Amen. We don't have denomination. The Lord our God didn't start a denomination. Denomination is started by men. That's why you have so many of them.
Trouble low, one verse them bubble low. Them say them no want the positive vibes, is a negative spell and the youths them under. If you not sing about gun and gun and what you have on them, don't want hear them song, yeah. When stand up for righteousness, the conquering lion from the tribe of Judah. And it no matter what them say, when I stand firm in Babylon, should I know we are the jewels of this western land. Repent and return to save this generation. We living in the last year's revelation. Hey, Yahweh, please help me get out of them religion. Help me to open my mouth when I see wrong. Cause I'm an rebel and he's an rebel. They watching, they fighting, they trying to stop me, but I'm an rebel. Them set up, them chop them Pharisees, give us disease and sell remedies. And them why you pay for salvation? Them digging out the poor man pocket. Credit or cash once you full them bucket. And this stash when you hide you fi bring it. One bag of lie they teach us in the name of Jesus. It not take a genius. We see this tricks and politics deception. Them use fi catch man. Woe to the man and build him house without foundation. Spirit of discernment make me see how we conquer the enemy. Stand firm in Babylon. Should I know we are the jewels of this western land. Repent and return fi save the generation. Last year's revelation.
Sincerity Studios.
When we're praising through them, when we're praising through them, are you ready to give him praise? Are you ready to give him praise? Are you ready to give him praise? Are you ready to give him brother, me know my brother, yeah. We not pre, cause we roll together. They say that blood in your vein thicker than the water, but we not care cause we love each other. I don't know homosexual thing me talk about. Me just have to watch my brother back. Cause me know this life real and some boy have some strap. That's the way to see you slip and I hit you about 6 from that. My brother, yeah. We stay real, yeah, we know each other. Enough money in the world, so we chase together. And if a bad mind are wrong, so we say we prayer. Yeah, my brother, my real brother, yeah. We stay real, yeah, we know each other. Enough girls in the world, so we chase together. And if a boy this the link, yeah, we share leather. Same old thing when me didn't have clothes. Could I depend on my brother, fee and you polo. See, take empire, so me never go low. Haters a bring me from far, me don't know me. I make and I spend, have no time for your learn. Not about the Scooby or the Skylard.